Hello students, I feel very happy to see you all in this class. Well, in our last class, we saw about Unit 5 in our history, the social and religious reform movement in the 19th century. Just a small recap about the last class. What we saw in our 5th unit, we saw about the early reform movement in Bengal. We spoke about the contributions of Rajaram Mohan Roy and his Brahma Samaj. We also saw in detail about Maharishi Devendranath Tagore. When I tell you this word, Maharishi Devendranath Tagore, you get to remember the 4 articles of faith, very important when we speak about Maharishi Devendranath Tagore. We also saw about Keshav Chandra Sen and the contributions of Pratana Samaj in our last class. Here we have the picture of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. In today's class, we are going to see about Hindu revivalism. What do you mean by revival? The act of becoming or making something strong or popular again is called as revival. The positive principles of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Strict monotheism. What is called as mono? Mono means single. So, the worship of one God was recommended. The next one is condemned idolatry. That is, the idol worship, the image worship was condemned. And rejection of Brahmin domination and the social practices. These all are the positive principles of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. What was rejected? The superstitious belief in Hinduism was rejected. The main cry of Swami Dayananda Saraswati is go back to Vedas. He called all the Hindu people again to read or to get back to the Vedas. The main objective of Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Arya Samaj is the counter conversion, prescribing a purificatory ceremony called as Suddhi. So what is called as Suddhi? Here Swami Dayananda Saraswati calls the Hindu people who have been converted into Christians and Islam, were being recalled to Hinduism again. Okay, so those people who are coming back again to get converted to Hinduism, they have to make a purificatory ceremony which is called as Suddhi. We are moving towards the Hindu revivalism. Today we are going to discuss about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. We are also going to see about the contribution that is made by Ramakrishna Mission. We are also going to see about Swami Vivekananda, the Theosophical Society and contributions of Annie Besant. Here you have the picture of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, 1936 to 86. Ramakrishna, he is a priest of Dakshineshwar Kali temple near Calcutta, so called to be Kolkata right now. Emphasized, what did he emphasize? He emphasized spiritual union with God. He called all the people to get united spiritually with God. And Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is a deep worshipper of goddesses Kali. He said, Jiva is Shiva. All living beings are God. Look at the beautiful statement, children. Service to man must be regarded to God. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has quoted, when you do service to mankind, it is being regarded that the service that you do directly to the God. A very fantastic statement said. Ramakrishna Mission. After the death of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa in 1886, Ramakrishna Mission. After the death of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa in 1886, all his disciples organized a religious community. The chief spirit behind this task was Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda established Ramakrishna Mission. Well, you get this question in your one-word, children. Who has established Ramakrishna Mission? It is Swami Vivekananda. Ramakrishna Mission did not restrict itself to the religious activities, but it also involved in social causes. Like we see the Christian missionaries who do a lot of social causes to the people, and also the Islamic people started to follow the same. Here we see the Ramakrishna mission has taken initiation not only to revive its religious activities, but it has very deeply involved in the social causes such as education, healthcare, and it has also done a lot of relief measures in the time of calamities. Here we have the picture of Swami Vivekananda, an iconic person for our youths, a person, one who has inspired our young minds, 1863 to 1902. Swami Vivekananda is a prime follower of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Narendranath Datta was his original name. He was later called to be as Vivekananda. What did Swami Vivekananda advocate? He advocated the practical Vedanta of service to humanity. Like his guru, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsar, he is also a person, one who influenced more about humanity. His ideas breed a sense of self-confidence among the youths. He became very famous for his addresses on Hinduism at the 1983 World Congress of Religion in Chicago. The address begins like this. He said, "All my dear brothers and sisters, these words of Swami Vivekananda has inspired all the young minds who were present in the religious meet." What did he condemn? He condemned the Orthodox Hindus for suggesting that the low caste should be allowed to engage in the Hindu rituals from which they were traditionally excluded. He fought for this basic rights. He wanted even the low caste community people to enter into the Hindu rituals and practices. Well, Vivekananda inspired the young minds of Indians. We are moving to our next topic, Theosophical movement. The founder of Theosophical movement is Madam H.P. Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Olcott. This is a movement which was founded in United States of America in the year 1875. Later, it got shifted to India at Adayar, Chennai in 1886. Theosophical Society stimulated the study of Hindu classics, especially the Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. Like Swami Dayananda Saraswati's call or his cry to go back to Vedas, he called the people to read the Vedas and understand the true essence of Hinduism. Same, we could see here that the Theosophical movement also stimulated the people of Hindus to read the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, and also played a role in the revival of Buddhism in India. Here we have the picture of Annie Besant. Contribution of Annie Besant. Annie Besant was elected as the president after the death of H.S. Olcott. She formed the Home Rule League. Like when we talk about the contribution of Annie Besant not only contributed for the religious causes, but she also took an active part in politics, where she formed the Home Rule League and also played an important role in politics. Annie Besant edited newspapers like New India and Commonweal. All these papers were being edited by Annie Besant in order to bring the ideas of Theosophical movement into limelight. Now, we are moving to the next topic of our lesson, anti-caste movement. When we speak about anti-caste movement, we speak about Jyotiba Phule, Sri Narayana Guru and Ayyankali. Here, you see the picture of both Mrs. Jyotiba Phule and Savitribai Phule. Jyotiba Phule, born in 1827 at Maharashtra. He is the person, one who opened school for untouchables in the year 1852 at Pune. Children, untouchability, our textbooks very clearly states that untouchability is inhuman and it is a crime. Here, Jyotiba Phule launched the Satya Sadak in 1870. It is the Truth Seeker Society. Why this Truth Seeker Society was formed? In order to steer the non-Brahmin masses to self-respect. Jyotiba Phule strictly opposed child marriage and he supported the widow remarriage. Jyotiba Phule and Savitribai Phule worked for the upliftment of the depressed classes. His work, Gulamgiri, that is slavery, has summarized his radical ideas. Children, you will get this as a question. Okay, the work of Jyotiba Phule, Gulamgiri, which means slavery. Okay, this work is done in order to summarize all the radical ideas of Jyotiba Phule. Here you see the picture of Sri Narayana Guru. Sri Narayana Guru, 1854 to 1928, born in Kerala. He was disturbed by the terrible caste tyranny. He was not able to accept to see people being discriminated by the caste. He worked for the betterment of the oppressed people. He set up to work for the depressed classes. So he started Sri Narayana Dharma Paribalana Yogam and he established a grand temple at Arivipuram and dedicated to all. Because of this problem of caste tyranny, the lower caste people were not even allowed to enter into temples. So Sri Narayana Guru established a grand temple at Arivipuram and he dedicated it for all the people, invariably the caste. We could see the Kumaran Hassan and Dr. Palpu carried forward the movements after the death of Sri Narayana Guru. Here we see the picture of Ayyankali. Ayyankali was born in 1863. He is born in a princely states of Travancore. The discrimination he faced as a child, the discrimination that he faced turned him to become a leader and also to fight against the anti-caste movement, who later fought for the basic rights which includes public spaces and entry to schools. He founded Sadhu Jana Paribalana Sangam in the year 1907. This is an association for the protection of the poor. Moving towards the next topic of our lesson is the Islamic reforms. When we talk about the Islamic reforms, we are going to speak about Syed Ahmad Khan and his Aligarh movement. And we are also going to see about the Deoband movement. We could see only a small section of Muslims accepted the new avenues for the modern education, especially Western education, Western culture and Western ideas. The Islamic people initially did not accept all these ideas, but at the later stage, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, born in Delhi, he founded a scientific society and translated many English books, especially the science books, to Urdu. He wanted all his Islamic people to read books, especially he wanted them to read the science book. To make it easier, he has translated the books to Urdu. He wanted the Muslims to get blunt with the British government, and so he encouraged English education. Aligarh movement. Aligarh movement was founded by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Aligarh movement is so called because it was centered around Aligarh Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, which was founded by him in the year 1875. The college later raised to the status of a university in 1920 and helped a transformation for a lot of Muslims to get their education. Deoband movement. Deoband movement is a revivalist movement. It was organized by Orthodox Muslims ulama under the leadership of Muhammad Qasim Vanatovi and Rashid Ahmad Gangotri. A school was founded at Deoband in the Saharanpur district of Uttar Pradesh. The main aim of Deoband movement is this. It wanted the moral and the religious regeneration of Muslim community. That was the main objective of bringing up the Deoband movement. Maulana Muhammad Al-Azan became the new Deoband leader. Jamiat al-Ulama gave shape to Azan's ideas by protecting the religious and the political rights of the Muslims. We are moving to our next topic, Parsi Reform Movement. Parsi Reform Movement started in the middle of the 19th century. It began in Mumbai. Furdinji Navroji founded the Parsi Reform Society in the year 1851. Rast Koftar, the truth teller, was the main voice of the movement. Children, you get this in your question. Okay? What was the main voice of the Parsi Reform Movement? It is Rast Koftar. Behramji Malbari organized a campaign for legislation against the practices of child marriage. We could also see Feroz Shah Mehta and Deen Shah Vacha played a big role in the movement. Sikh Reform Movement. When we speak about Sikh Reform Movement, we are going to see about two important things. One, the Nirankaris, and another one is the Namdaris. Talking about Nirankaris, Sikhs of Punjab started making many attempts to reform. The founder of Nirankari is Baba Dayal Das. The movement had reverence towards the teaching of Guru Nanak and Adi Granth. It also prohibit on meat eating and liquor consumption was reiterated. Namdari movement. Another socio-religious movement among the Sikhism is the Namdari movement. It was founded by Baba Ram Singh. The movement insisted on wearing the symbols of Sikhism except Kirban. Instead, Baba Ram Singh wanted all his followers to carry a lati. This movement considered men and women are equal, and it also accepted the widow remarriage. It strictly prohibits dowry system and child marriage. In the wake of gathering influence of Arya Samaj and the Christian missionaries, the Singh Sabha of Amritsar was established because the people were able to see the influence that is made by Arya Samaj and the Christian missionaries. So, Singh Sabha of Amritsar was established. The main objective was to restore the purity of Sikhism. With the British support, it established the Khalsa College for the Sikhs in Amritsar. Singh Sabha is considered to be as the forerunner of Akali movement. Moving to our next topic, social reformers in Tamil Nadu. When we speak about social reformers in Tamil Nadu, we are going to talk about Ramalinga Swamigal and Ayodhi Dasar Pandidar. Here, we have the picture of Ramalinga Swamigal. Ramalinga Adigal, 1823 to 1874, born Marudur village near Chidambaram. Ramalinga emphasized the bond of responsibility and compassion between living beings. He expressed the view that those who lack compassion for the suffering beings are hard-hearted, their wisdom is clouded, because Ramalinga Adigal says that you should have compassion towards your own fellow being. Well, what is called Jiva Karunya? To show mercy, he showed his compassion and mercy upon all living beings, including plants, which is called as Jiva Karunya. Ramalinga Adigalar established Samarasa Veda Sanmarga Sangam in the year 1865. And again it was renamed as Samarasa Suddha Sanmarga Satya Sangha, which means the Society for Pure Truth in Universal Selfhood. Ramalinga was more concerned about hunger and poverty. He could not bear seeing his people starving out of hunger, the basic need of every human being. So he was not able to tolerate when he see people out of hunger and poverty. So what he did? He established a free feeding house for everyone, irrespective of caste, at Vadalur in the year 1867. His songs were compiled and published under the title Thiruvarutpa, which means Songs of Grace. Here we have the picture of Ayodhi Dasar. Ayodhi Dasar, 1854 to 1914. Ayodhi Dasar Pandidar was a radical Tamil scholar. He is a writer, a Siddha medicine practitioner, journalist, a social and a political activist. He is born in Chennai. He established several schools for untouchables. In Tamil Nadu, he considered education as the tool for empowerment. Any changes can be brought with the help of education. So, Ayodhidasar Pandidar considered education as his strong weapon to bring changes with the people. He founded the Advaitananda Sabha to raise the voice for the temple entry of the untouchables. The lower caste people were not allowed to enter into temples or to use any public way. So, here we see the Advaitananda Sabha gave its voice against the temple entry of the untouchables. In 1882, he established the Dravida Kalagam, launched a magazine called Dravida Pandian in 1885. He founded Dravida Mahajana Sabha in 1881 and organized the first conference at Nilgiris. He started a weekly journal called Oru Paisa Tamilan in 1907. Children, you get this in your one-word question. The weekly magazine is Oru Paisa Tamilan in 1907. It was started by Ayodhidasar Pandidar. He died on 1914. Let's look into a short summary about a lesson. The foundation of Brahma Samaj by Raja Ram Mohan Roy and the role played by Maharishi Devendranath Tagore and Keshab Chandra Sen in carrying forward the Brahma Samaj activities after Raja Ram Mohan Roy's death are being discussed in this lesson. We also saw about the contribution of M.G. Ranade and Pratana Samaj with which he was associated are examined. The attempts made by Arya Samaj under the aegis of Swami Dayananda Saraswati to reform Hinduism as well as to win the converts to the Hindu fold are being highlighted in this lesson. The radical reformer Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and a striving for women cause are being described. The role of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and his disciple Swami Vivekananda in the transformation of Hinduism is also being explained in this lesson. The work done by Jyotiba Phule in Maharashtra and Ayodhidasar in Tamil Nadu to obtain the social justice for the marginalized and the deprived sections of the population is being reviewed. Shall we move to question time? How was the early reform movement classified? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, you're right. The early reform movement was classified as the early reform movement in Bengal, the Hindu revivalism and the Islamic reforms. What was the main cry of Swami Dayananda Saraswati? The main cry of Swami Dayananda Saraswati is go back to Vedas. I already told you, Swami Dayananda Saraswati called all the Hindu people to go get back to Vedas. He wanted everyone to read the Vedas. What is called Suddhi? Suddhi was a counter conversion prescribing a purificatory ceremony. I already told you. The people who have been converted to Christianity or to Islam were being called again, okay, to get converted to Hinduism by the practice of Suddhi. What did Ramakrishna Paramahamsa emphasized? Can you all tell me? You're right. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa emphasized on the spiritual union with God. He asked all his people to get spiritually united with God. What was the original name of Swami Vivekananda? Can anyone recall? You're right. The original name of Swami Vivekananda is Narendranath Datta. Who established Ramakrishna Mission? I hope everyone can answer this. Ramakrishna Mission was established by Swami Vivekananda. Who is the founder of Theosophical movement? The Theosophical movement was started by Madam H.P. Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Olcott. Name the newspaper which was edited by Annie Besant. Yes, Annie Besant edited newspapers like New India and Commonweal. These newspapers were being edited by Annie Besant in order to bring all our ideas to the common people. Name the work which summarized the radical ideas of Jyotiba Phule. You remember? Gulamgiri. Gulamgiri means slavery. This is the work of Jyotiba Phule which summarized his radical ideas. What made Narayana Guru to work for the depressed classes? When I talk about Narayana Guru, you will remember that I told you he was deeply disturbed by the terrible caste tyranny. So, he wanted to work for the betterment of the oppressed classes. Name the association which was founded by Ayyankali. The Association for the Protection of the Poor, started by Ayyankali, is called as Sadhujana Paribalana Sangam. Name the college which was founded by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan formed the Aligarh Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, which later attained the status of university. He also translated a lot of science book into Urdu, and he wanted all the Islamic community to read the scientific books. What was the main aim of Deoband movement? The main aim of the movement was moral and religious regeneration of Muslim community. Whose voice was Rast Goftar? Rast Goftar, the truth teller, was the main voice of the Parsi reform movement. Well children, can you tell me who founded the Nirankari movement? The Nirankari movement was founded by Baba Dayal Das. What is called as Jiva Karunya? When I talk about Jiva Karunya, whom do you remember? Ramalinga Adigal. Jiva Karunya means showing compassion and mercy on all living beings, including the plants. What is Tiruvarutpa? It is the collection of voluminous songs which is compiled and published under the name of Tiruvarutpa. Tiruvarutpa means songs of grace. Name the weekly journal which was started by Ayodhidasar Pandidar. The weekly journal which was started by Ayodhidasar Pandidar is Oru Paisa Tamilan in the year 1907. I hope you understood our social and religious reform movement in the 19th century. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, children.